Hi guys, I'm Ryan. Today I want to talk about roundabouts, but not just roundabouts on a whole. I want to talk about one specific roundabout, and that is Pensarn roundabout in Carmarthen, also known as McDonald's roundabout. So today's video, we're going to go address that. We're going to tackle this roundabout head on, and I'm going to show you the easy, simple, effective, and more importantly, safe way to do McDonald's roundabout. Let's go. But first I need to strap a thing to my head. Okay guys, you now join me with a GoPro strapped to my head. So it's going to look a little bit silly from this camera angle, but from this camera angle you can now see exactly what I'm doing. You can see my hands, you can see my speedo, you can see where I'm going to look in the mirrors if I turn my head. Ignore my phone up there because I'll be doing this camera angle. So hopefully this will make it much easier for you to understand and see exactly what I'm doing when it comes to McDonald's roundabout. Hopefully this will break it down and make it much easier for you to understand. So McDonald's roundabout is multiple lanes, which is why it seems a little bit more daunting compared to the guys of you who've done your test in Cardigan, or even just some other roundabouts around Carmarthen. You normally have 2 lanes on, or possibly 1 large lane that you position left or right. McDonald's roundabout seems more daunting because from certain directions you have 4 lanes or 3 lanes, and it might come off to 2 lanes, or if you're going to McDonald's way, it comes off to 1 lane, it merges all into 1 lane. So it seems really confusing because you've got multiple lanes merging into less lanes. But it is a simple case of just follow the white lines and the arrows painted on the floor, and you can't go wrong. The problem with this roundabout isn't necessarily understanding the roundabout itself. It's just, unfortunately, a lot of people don't know how to do it, and that's the worry, is someone else coming into your lane and cutting you up, or possibly sideswiping your car just because they're not 100% on what to do. Anyone you know who struggles with this roundabout, please show them this video. So an easy rule of thumb with McDonald's roundabout, and this is how I explain it to my students, is what you are doing is you are working 1 lane to the left per set of traffic lights until you reach your desired exit or where you want to go, okay? It'll make more sense when we get there, but remember, you are working 1 lane to the left per set of traffic light, okay? So between road signs, markings on the floor, lanes, and traffic lights, this actually makes it quite an easy roundabout. But the problem is, a lot of people don't use the information given to them. So coming from this direction, there's only 3 lanes, okay? You've got left, center, and right. It is a simple case of, if you are going left, i.e. cross hands, get in the left lane. If you are going straight across to McDonald's, Morrison's, Llanelli, Peabloyd College, wherever you want to go, it's the middle lane. And if you're going around to either St. Clair's, B&Q, Tesco way, or possibly even going all the way around the roundabout and coming back, then it's the right-hand lane. So if we're now looking at the sign, we're heading for the M4. So we want to go straight across to this roundabout. You can see a 30-mile-an-hour sign coming, so I'm going to start slowing it down, get my speed down. We're down to 4th gear. Start looking around, make sure it's nice and safe around me. There's a white van, but he's a little bit off. I'm going to keep braking. We're probably going to block to 2nd because I don't need the 3rd gear. And we're going to look, where's that bus going? Not indicating off, but I do have time before the next bus, so that's fine, I can go. This chap should wait for me, good. Right, and we're going to come off here. So the very first one we're going to do is we're going to go left as if we're heading for cross hands, okay? So we've just come off the Curry's roundabout, we can see McDonald's roundabout sign up ahead, and then we can start seeing the traffic lights way down the bottom. So we can see they're red currently, but they might change by the time I get there. So we are going to go left for the M4 heading to Swansea. This is probably the easiest way to do this roundabout from this direction, because I just need the very left-hand lane. If you start looking at the floor, you can see A48, A484. We need to pay attention to these floor signs. No one looks at these when I'm giving them lessons. So we want the A48, which is left. So if you look at that sign, we want the A484. We've got a green light currently, so we're going to have a quick look to the right. Nope, changing now. We're going to stop at the line. So we're going to stop here. I'm going to indicate left as well so people know which way we're going. Right, I don't have to worry about the traffic to the left because that's the beauty of the traffic lights. I just need to worry about when the traffic lights change. And this is a simple case of just turning left. So we're just going to wait for the traffic lights. We're going to keep an eye on everyone. Obviously I've got a white van next to me and I also have a white van behind me. So we just need to be careful of them. We can gauge off the traffic to my right. If they stop coming around, we know my traffic light is going to change. Green light coming, so I'm going to check all three of my mirrors and we're going to move off safely. And it is a simple case of just follow the lane round to the left. Quick check your mirrors as you leave and put your foot down, because straight away you're on the dual carriageway and you're making your way up towards Cross Hands, all the way to Swansea, Cardiff, and all the way to London if you went that far. And that's that. Welcome back. I'm now coming up to the Curry's Roundabout again. I've just come down to Gunner past the police station. So I'm now going to go do the second exit from this direction. So we're going to head towards McDonald's and Morrison's. But if you're looking at the sign, it says we're heading for Llanelli on the A484. So this time we need the middle lane out of the three for this section. And then remember, we are working one lane to the left per traffic light. So we're going to move from this left middle lane to the left lane by the next set of traffic lights, okay? It'll make more sense when we get to this. So if you look at the sign, we're heading for Llanelli A484, which is straight ahead. And we're going to start slowing it down so we have space. We're going to look at the floor, and it still says A484 on the bottom there, you can see, so we know we're in the right lane currently. We want to position behind this pickup truck. So if you look at this sign, we want A484, which is in the middle lane. So we'll be positioned behind him. We're going to keep our good distance. We want to be able to see the tarmac under his wheels. Keep an eye on behind us. We can see a person behind us and a green car moving to the left. So I'm assuming they're going Cross Hands way. So green light. We're going to keep an eye on the traffic lights. There's a good chance they might change back on us. So we're going to keep an eye there. Quick glance to the right just in case some idiot runs the red light. And we're going to move from this middle lane to this left lane. So, okay, you just follow the dotted line. We're going to have to stop at the traffic light. But notice how we've moved from that middle lane to this left lane in one sweep for the next traffic lights, okay? And that's all this roundabout is working one lane to the left per traffic light. But what you need to be careful of is people alongside you. So you really need to check your left-hand mirror and your right-hand mirror just to make sure there's no one sort of cutting you up, or you're not accidentally cutting someone else up, because they might be in the wrong lane and they try and come behind you. And we're just going to wait for the green light, which I've got a couple of green lights. I'm going to go off the one in front of me, and then I'm going to slowly come off. What I need to be careful of is if you look over there, it comes off in two lanes, and we need to be careful of anyone to our right hand side that they're not joining as well. So I do have this black car coming. I can see him in my wing mirror there, but he's behind me, so we're all good. He can tuck in behind me. And that's that. And that's how you get to McDonald's. So we now just got this little roundabout. You go all the way around this roundabout to get to McDonald's, or you can go first exit towards Morrison's, or second exit towards Halfords. We're going to go fourth exit all the way round, just so I can get you into McDonald's, sorry. Unless you want to go to Morrison's, don't blame me. So all the way around, that's our first exit. There is our second exit to Halford. Third exit is towards like Peep Lloyd and Llanelli. We're going all the way round. So as we come off, we check our centre on our left mirror, and we come off here. And then there's a lovely golden M for McDonald's. So you can go get your Chicken Legend or your Big Mac. But what we're going to do is now just turn down to McDonald's so I can reset the cameras and do it again. So check your centre and left mirror, indicate left, and down you come into McDonald's, because I imagine that's where most of you are going to go. And then McDonald's is obviously to your first left. There, go in the drive-through, do whatever you need to do. Or if you fancy a KFC, you come down the bottom. If you want some chicken or Domino's even, or even a Subway, because there's even a Subway down here. So I'll see you in a second when we come back around, and this time we're going to head towards B&Q. So I'll see you in a sec. Okay, guys, welcome back. This time when we come to McDonald's Roundabout, we are going to head towards B&Q, or heading towards St Clair's. I'm currently coming back to the Range Roundabout, or Curry's Roundabout. So I need to go all the way around this one. Right, so Heading towards St. Clair's, it's pretty straightforward. It's obviously the last lane that we haven't used yet coming from this direction. So we've had lane 1, which is Crosshands, lane 2 is Llanelli / McDonald's. So lane 3 would be our St. Clair's B&Q area. So first thing we need to do is change lanes. So we're going to check our centre and right mirror, then we're going to indicate. Then we're going to check our centre and our right mirror again, and if we're happy and it's clear, we're going to quickly check a blind spot and then move across. And then we're going to use the very right hand lane. This is a slightly more complicated way because we're going quite a bit around the roundabout. So we need to move across one lane to the left per set of traffic light. So we are moving from this very right lane to the middle lane to the very left lane when we're the other side of the roundabout, so that we're in the position to come off where that lorry just came off over there, heading towards B&Q. So we've got a green light, quickly check all our mirrors, make sure it's safe, and off we move. And like I said, we are going to move one lane to the left. So we are moving from this right hand lane and we are going across to this middle lane. So now we're in the middle lane, so we're in the appropriate position to move across again. We've still got a green light. We're going to keep an eye on our dotted lines and we're going to keep very to the left. And now we're in the very left lane, checking all our mirrors. We've got a green light again, super jammy, which means we can put our foot down, quick check of all the mirrors, off we come, quick indicator. And there we go, heading down towards B&Q. Simple as. Okie doke, ladies and gents, this time we are coming from St. Clair's. So we're at this B&Q roundabout. There's B&Q to you right now. And we're going to head towards McDonald's roundabout. And I'd probably say statistically this is the hardest way to go. So coming from this sort of St. Clair's way, possibly even coming from Tesco, depending on where you're coming off this roundabout, and doing McDonald's roundabout and heading towards McDonald's is probably the hardest way to do this, and where I'd see most sort of close calls or nearly accidents, just because there is a lot of lane merging. And so we've just come off heading for the M4, so now we're heading down this long bit of dual carriageway. So this bit's a little bit confusing because it splits into 4 lanes, okay? And from here heading towards McDonald's, we need to be in the very, very right hand lane, okay? So we're heading for Llanelli, looking at the sign, so we need the A484 again. So we're going to change lane in a second, so we're going to check our mirrors, indicate, check our mirrors again, and if it's safe, which it is, check our blind spot and move across. We want the very, very, very right hand lane, so that A484, okay, that white sign is where we want to be. Looking at the floor, it says A484 again, so we know we're in the correct lane, and we want to be in the very, very right hand lane. This bit always seems really daunting, okay? Gently come to stop. Remember, we're working one lane to the left per set of traffic light, okay? So in theory, we should be following this nice big lorry and this silver car and definitely this little Dacia in front of us. There's a bird eating something. Hello, bird. All right, lights are changing. Quick check of all our mirrors, make sure it's nice and safe. I'm going to slowly start moving off when everyone else gets to. All right, pay attention to where I'm going, okay? So I'm going to constantly check my left mirror, okay? I want to make sure no one's cutting me up. I'm moving from the very 4th lane, moving over to the 3rd lane, constantly checking that left mirror. So now I'm in lane number 3, keeping an eye on the traffic lights. It's still green, so we're good. So now we're moving from this lane here to the very, very left lane, because now we're in the position to come off. We have to stop because of the traffic lights. It feels wrong right now. It feels like I've stopped right in the middle, but I haven't. It's just the way the traffic lights have worked. People can still get past. You can check your left mirror for that. They're going up to Crosshands quite comfortably. Lights are now changing. I'm going to check all my mirrors, get to the very left hand lane. Here we are, and now we're back to where we were earlier. And then it's a simple case of check our left mirror and centre mirror, indicate left, off we come. Quick glance in the right mirror and blind spot check, make sure there's no one coming off. And it's as simple as, and then we just go around and go to McDonald's again. There you go. Okay guys, I'm quickly coming past, what should we call this? Wilkinson's roundabout, past the bus stop, just to quickly show you what it's like to come to McDonald's from this direction. So we're going to go straight across to this roundabout. I'm going to keep an eye on these guys to the right. We're going to wait for that black car and the red car by the looks of it. The Volkswagen's turning off so we can go after him, hopefully. Yes we can. Quick check everywhere else. We're good. And we're going to check our centre and left mirror and indicate left as we come off, as always. And then we're going to keep in the left lane here to head toward B&Q and then eventually turn off towards McDonald's roundabout. So we're going to check our centre and our left mirror here and indicate. We're going to look to the right because that is where cars will be coming from. So that little light blue car looks like he's coming around, but we might have time since he was held with traffic. Yes, we have. Check our centre and left mirror as we come off again. mind this chap doesn't walk out in front of us. And then we are going to head towards Llandilo if you're looking at the sign, or the M4, or Swansea, or whatever you want to call it. So we're going to keep in the very left lane. And I mean all the way to the left. Then we're going to check our centre on our left mirror, and then we're going to indicate left. Keeping in the left lane, slowing down, looking right. We can see the Phil Evans lorry coming round. We can see that BMW. There's a big lorry coming around, but there is a gap beforehand. Is this orange car going to get away? No. So we're just waiting for everyone to get out of my way, basically. Now we're going to slowly creep on forward. Creeping forward, creeping forward, creeping up to the line. Looking right, he's coming around. We have a nice gap after him though. So we're going to go. And then we're just going to turn off here. There we are. And then from this direction, what we're going to do is head back towards Curry's Llandilo ways. So it's the left lane we need this time. And then if you look at the sign, we're heading A40 Llandilo, which is a very simple left turn. So it looks daunting because it's 4 lanes, but we know we just want the left lane and then come off at the left. So it's actually a really simple way to do it. So slowing it down, keeping an eye on what's behind me. We've got a blue pickup truck and a little blue car next to us. We've got a green light currently, but it might change, so I'm going to slow it down just in case. We've just made it. And centre and left mirror, and off we come. Sorted. Okay, this is me just coming round the Little Morrison's roundabout again, just to show you how to come off heading towards St Clair's as if you're coming from McDonald's. So you're keeping the left lane this time, and like I said previously, the 2 very left lanes head towards St Clair's, so you can use either or. But remember, if you're using the right hand lane, it's an overtaking lane, so you need to be quicker than the cars on the left. And if you're a little bit worried about going too slow, make sure you're using that left lane then, which is what I'm doing now. I've got a green light. I've been super lucky with the lights today, I'm not gonna lie. And then we're gonna just keep in the left lane. Like I said, the right lane there is for overtaking, like the van's doing now. He should have really indicated to say he was coming out, but there we are. And remember, it's a 40 mile an hour down this stretch, so don't go over 40. Okay guys, so next, what if you've just finished in McDonald's, or you've finished in Halfords or Morrison's or something? So I'm just pulling out of Halfords to show you this. And you need to head back home. So let me just, give me 2 seconds to pull out of Halfords. And it looks nice and clear. Yes, it does. Okay, so you've gone all the way around this roundabout. You've had your McDonald's or your KFC or something like that. Where are you going? That way. And we need to get back to the Curry's roundabout or PC World roundabout, so we can head to Llandilo or back to Emlyn or head to Cardigan Way. So what we need is the 3rd lane from the left. Okay, so we need to move into the right hand lane here. So coming out of McDonald's, which is to our left here, there's 2 lanes. We need the very right hand lane. This will then split into the A4 North and A4 8, which is what we need. So we want to be behind this Skoda here, okay? So we're going to start slowing down. The 2 left lanes, as you can see by the arrow, head towards B&Q. So neither of those lanes take you this way around the roundabout. Both those lanes take you towards B&Q, St Clair's, or back into town. This lane will then take us towards Curry's, PC World, Llandilo, whatever you want to call it. And then that right lane would take you all the way around to Crosshand, or all the way around back if you forgot your McNuggets. So we're just waiting for the traffic lights to change again. We're probably going to end up following Skoda. We want to end up where that red car is, way over there. The lorries just blocked the view, but we want to be in the very left lane, because remember, as always, we are working 1 lane to the left per traffic light. Red light about to change, so check all the mirrors. Off we go. Quick glance to the right, make sure that white car wasn't coming. And like I said, we're working 1 lane to the left. We're still following the north. We got Big N on the floor. We're going to keep in the very, very left lane, keeping all the way over here. As we come off, centre and left mirror, indicate off, and there we go, heading towards Curry's. It's simple as. Okay guys, that's the end of the video. I hope it's helped. I hope that you've enjoyed. I hope that McDonald's roundabout is now much more simpler, easier, and you'd feel more confident doing it. Remember, the key things is know which lanes to be in early, so know which direction you're going to go. Keep an eye on your wing mirrors. Keep an eye that someone isn't going to cut you up, because all it takes is one person to do it, and it's going to throw you off, and you're going to lose confidence on that roundabout in general. And just take your time. Keep an eye on the traffic lights. Just keep an eye on everyone, and you'll be absolutely fine. So hopefully you build up confidence. and this video has helped massively. Please let me know in the comments on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, wherever, which videos you'd like next. I'm going to be making a lot of maneuver videos very soon, as well as anything else you guys request. If there's certain other areas you want me to cover locally, then I will happily do that. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on TikTok, like the Facebook page, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, all the socials basically. Just give the video as much support as you can, share it with your friends. Keep an eye out, I'm going to be doing a Christmas competition soon. There'll be more details very soon about how we're going to go about that and what the actual terms are. But yes, there's a Christmas competition coming soon. But otherwise, drive safe, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.